random person says AEW Dynamite achieves an extra 500,000 viewers on Max, which I believe is the HBO over-the-top streaming service, like their version of Netflix, basically. This is from SE Scoops. All Elite Wrestling is averaging around 500,000 viewers for its Wednesday Dynamite show on the Max streaming platform since the show debuted on the app this year, according to sources. Combined with the live cable numbers, I'm going to just keep doing that now. This would give Dynamite an average of 1 to 1.2 million.
According to who? Do it again.
Sources.
Okay.
I'm going to do it in a different voice now. Anyway, so this would give the average of around 1 to 1.2 million viewers per episode since it was added to the streaming service. Now, this is based on sources, Dutch. Nobody knows what these numbers are. So what is this source coming out all of a sudden? I don't know. That is now apparently coming out of this.
So they're saying 500,000 people are watching it on Max.
And this is in addition to the 650,000 on average watching on TNT or TBS or whatever.
So is it the same tape as it's a weekly tape, right?
Yeah,
it's the same one.
It's simulcast, so it's live on both sources.
Simulcast, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you add them together, they're doing over 1 million people. Yeah, which is, I guess, fine. So if for the company to say that, it makes sense to me.
It's not the company saying it. It's just some guy.
Sources.
A source, yes.
I'm going to tell you what. We're going to get Source on this show. And we're going to interview his ass. We're going to interrogate that bastard. And he'll be sorry he ever put his name to this, Sources. and we'll check him out. But I'm saying the Sources, if they add them together, that means they can add 650 to 500. So that gives you 1,150,000, right?
Yeah, that is numbers being added up. But, I mean, you can make up any number, quite frankly. Okay, right. Even Dave Meltzer, right, who we all know is obsessed with AEW.
Yeah.
He says nobody knows what the numbers are. The numbers are under lock and key. AEW themselves don't even know the numbers. Tony Khan might have a vague idea, but even Tony Khan doesn't know the numbers.
Okay.
WWE doesn't know the numbers especially.
If they're showing the tape on Max, are they paying Tony for the tape?
They are, yes.
Okay, is the other show or TBS?
Yeah, Collision. Yeah, that's on.
They're paying them?
Yeah, that's part of the package of why they got such a huge rights deal increase, was that it was going to be then simulcast on Max.
Okay. Well, that is a plus for Tony, I think.
Yeah, if it's true, which it might be. Doesn't sound
well,
right.
We can't check the numbers on Max?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Why?
Because they're under lock and key. Nobody knows what the numbers are, apart from like a few people.
They don't release these within the industry?
They don't release them to AEW. AEW doesn't know what these numbers are. Tony Khan doesn't fully know what the numbers are, apparently.
But, okay.
But random person here knows.
Source.
Source, yes.
Source McGee knows what the numbers are. And if I was Tony, I'd call Source up and say, where are you getting these numbers? And quote him verbatim. And I'd have him say that.
Here's the thing. And I might even do a video myself just talking about this, but WWE Raw on Netflix. So this is WWE Raw. Okay, so back when it was on the USA Network, which is fairly equal to Turner Broadcasting cable stations, the major ones, as far as reach, was getting what, like 1.4 million, 1.5 million views, whatever. On Netflix, I mean, there's a lot of, I know you like this word, extrapolating, of trying to figure out what the average viewership is in the US. On Netflix, it's around, nowadays, maybe even less than 1.3 million viewers in the US watching live, and then factoring in plus 7-day viewership, you know, for the week ahead, maybe about 1.6 million. So what they're saying is that Raw, the flagship show of WWE, gets 1.3 million on Netflix, which is 10 times more watched than Max, or so. But Dynamite split between Turner Broadcasting and HBO is doing almost equal numbers to Raw, and I just don't buy it at all.
I don't buy it either. And besides, you've already lost me. If we were TV executives, which I could not be. I can't understand the numbers and the say put here and add over there and subtract here, and it confuses me. It really does. So to me, I guess they're making their money off that network, whatever it draws, and they're not being dropped. I thought they went up on where were they doing $2.5 million?
AEW,
That's not
they
that
never
long
did.
ago.
No, where's this? WWE, that's SmackDown.
WWE.
That was on Fox, yeah.
And they have a proper rating system.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
Netflix doesn't. But see, Netflix, can't you get? Isn't that streaming?
Yes.
You can pick it up anytime, right?
Yeah.
So whether you watch it live or not doesn't matter. So you could go in there at 1 o'clock in the morning and turn it on. Mm-hmm. Yes. Or you could go in there.
I'd have to watch it live. That's when it starts broadcasting. Here.
Say in the U.S., you could go in there at 2:17 in the afternoon and watch it.
Yeah.
It's streaming.
Yeah.
So, and they got a good amount of money for it.
Who's this? WWE or AEW?
Well, who's on the Netflix?
WWE, yeah, WWE. Yeah, they got $500 million a year for it. I don't think they're good. I can safely say they'll be having, Christmas turkey come December, and so will Tony Khan and family, I'm sure, once again. So, look, my heart's not bleeding for them. I'm just basically just questioning $500,000 massively. There you go. Right.
We need to quit talking about the viewership because it doesn't matter really if they get their money.
Mm-hmm.
All they got to do is even come close to the number that they, that they put out in space. We wanted to draw 1 million viewers a week. They even get close to that, they're going to stay with it. 600,000 they may seek a reduction or just get rid of the show. But I think they just, I don't know what they're doing.
That's well.
So fans. Make out of that what you will, because I don't understand it, and you do it to me on purpose, so I get confused.
No, I know you hate ratings talk, but I had to bring that one up. Right, we've only got one more news story. This is actually going to be, so everybody knows, a bit of a reduced episode this week, just because we started a lot later because Dutch had something better to do than record this show.
Okay, I'll tell you what it was. It was a court appearance. I had to appear.
Fair enough. Ryan Nemeth, character witness.
I keyed a Tesla, so they took me to court.